What's going down? So today on the fixing agenda is sorting out the TXR camber plates that supposedly fitted, but I would say don't fit. So I'll show you here. Turn my screen on. Lovely. So there's this little piece that goes on the bottom of the bearing, and obviously that is like 18mm outside, no, 20mm outside, 18mm inside, because the coilover of a BC is 18 on the inside. And that goes into here, like that, previously pushes in. And then the coilover comes through the middle, and the nut goes in the top and tightens up, and that's it. Or that's what they think it is. But the spherical bearing on a BC is 18 outside, and this is 20, so this nut, it's got a lot of play in it, which I don't like. I don't think it should be like that. I mean, a washer, a new nut, something from TXR so that they fit the way that I think they should fit, because you're banking your coilover all being held together with this nut just squashing down and holding it all tight. But there's a lot of slack in that, which, I don't know, you can make up your own mind on whether you think it's good or not. I did message Retro Turbo and he told me that this is the way that they are, it's the way that everybody runs them. If you tighten up the nut, then it takes up all the slack. But I don't think that makes it right. I don't think that you should pay £110 for these and them fit like that, considering it's like a nut or a washer to remakes nothing. So today we're going to make something on the lathe. So I've got two blanks of steel, and I'll just remake this longer, and the nut will fit inside of it and it'll all be tight. The nut will fit inside of that and it'll all be tight. And yeah, there'll be no free play. And then I'll have what I would consider to be a properly fitting strut top, not TXRs. If you gun it all together, it'll squash up tight, because that's horrible. This is going to be really noisy because I can't turn it off, but I just thought I would straighten up the material a wee bit, because it was not the straightest bit of round bar. But yeah, probably going to have to make one out of either bit, because I was hoping to get two out of the one, save me swapping it and doing it twice, but it's not going to happen. So unless this bit's slightly longer, but nah, I've got to batter on with this. So I've obviously got micrometers, but just make sure that it's getting close, which it is. It's like a fraction taken off it so that it'll slip over. Lovely. I'm going to stick a 18mm drill bit through the middle. It's actually quite funny, because if you go back to my previous videos, I may or may not include a link in this, that I bought these drill bits for fixing holly bushes that supposedly went right on as well. So it just becoming apparent that if you buy stuff from people that sell Volvo things, they don't actually fit, and you'll have to spend another day making them fit. Cool, so done. Nice and easy. One, two new ones, old one out. I did leave this a wee bit short, which may or may not leave me a wee bit of drama. I don't think it will, because I'm sure when I tested these, this was really long, coupled with it going, so this piece goes on top of the spring locator, and it made it like spring locator plus that piece plus the strut top plus the nut, like it made it super long anyway, so they'll be fine. I mean, worst comes to worst, if I did need to space them out a wee bit more because the nut was bottoming out, I can just take this piece off and use this as a spacer. But yeah, they turned out pretty well. I'll show you. So that goes in there nice and tight. Spin this over, get my screen on. So That goes in there nice and tight. So now they are tight, not loose, which should hopefully make a massive difference to my sanity, but definitely not as loose as what they used to be. And now I'm happy with that. I'm going to call that a shift on Neil's lathe. I appreciate Neil letting me use his stuff. Didn't break anything today, which is always good. Does make Neil happy. Back on another day for some more Volvo-ness. I do have the you missed out, but I got to bolt the strut tops on with the wee spacer doofers that I made. The strut tops, I don't know, I feel like they're an absolute pile of shite. So does my mate standing over there. We both agree that they're an absolute pile of shite. But I spent 110 quid on them. I don't want to not try them because I spent the money. We're just going to try them and see what happens. But for now, I'm going to bleed my brakes again. I do have the new master. Well, I say I do have the new master cylinder in there, but I never fitted it. Andy kindly did because he's a good guy. Can't see it because it's dark in here, but I'll show you it in the light. We're going to take it a test drive. I will actually film that today. Maybe do a wee flyby, second to third pull, something like that. Maybe we'll take it on the road and do a 60 to 100 just to prove that we're faster than M3s. I don't know. I'll lock off at that.
Do a couple more just in case there's an air pocket travelling down this pipe towards you.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I've got a big lump of air there. Aye, loads of air. Yep.
Top of the cylinder.
Cool, well just let me know when you want to lock it off then. Right. How does it feel? Nice. That was interesting, to say the least. So, as it stands, we've got them like this. We're going to try and turn this way, still with not a lot of camber, because before it had a lot of camber, and I don't know if that was making it better or worse. TXR do say to run 0 camber, which, because you gain so much camber with the bottom arms, I don't think it's actually 0, it's probably just not a lot. We'll try that next and see. The handbrake's shocking. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that yet. A few bumps in the old handbrake. Seems better. Mash. So I'd have said that felt slightly better, but still not where I or we want it to be. It's definitely not self-centering like it should. So we tried there, and that's not really made a difference, not massively. So we've went extreme, and we're moving the coilover as far back towards the car as we can. We want the coilover as far back as you can to be the most caster. We'll give it a whirl. it seemed better. It was definitely self-centering more. It's just, these strut tops are just fucking weird. Like, the more me and Andy chat about it, the more we talk about things, the more it just seems very odd. If you've got a pair of these, or you've seen these on the bench in one of my other videos, or you've seen it at the start of this video, there's like a ring that runs round the strut top, and the coilovers came like you would fit that ring at the top, but then it leaves a massive gap, which means there's a gap between the bolts and the strut top, which once again is just like weird. Like, why would you have that? So we've fitted them the other way. We've launched them as far back as they'll go, for now anyway, and it definitely is better. It self-steers like more than what I've ever had it self-steer. So we're going in the right direction now. We knew the direction we needed to go in, which was towards the inside of the car for more caster. We've managed to do that. It's definitely better. Steering's still a bit weird. I mean, I've not driven in ages, being honest. I've not driven in ages. I've driven my sim loads. I've not driven in ages. And what my sim drives like compared to what a 1996 Volvo drives like, with loads of different suspension fitted into it. It's two different things. Maybe I expect too much. Maybe I think that this should drive exactly like what I'm used to driving on the PC. Maybe I'm too used to the PC and I need to get used to driving a real car again. Many things to consider. The handbrake's still a pile of fucking shit, so I need to fix that. I don't know what to do. Maybe bleed it some more, which I've already tried loads of. But yeah, some more things. You got to see some boost. I got to do a couple of skids. I almost got to crash. So yeah. Back at it again on a different day from when I filmed last, on these old calipers again. Now the plan this time is I'm going to hold it up so that the nipple's at the very top. I have two big washers in. This light's in a terrible place. I have two big washers in the pads to stop them from coming out. Oops, I could leave that dangling there for now. And then young Andrew is in the car currently doing some pressure bleeder fitting, but hopefully with the caliper off, the nipple at the top and the pressure bleeder on, like, that's best case scenario. So if it doesn't bleed after this, then don't know, drive it off the pier into the sea. There's any fluid coming out. Yep. Oh no. Yep, 2 secs, man. I'll just nip this up. Yeah. Oh no! Ugh. Wonder how much of a leak Andy's made. He asked for a rag. Maybe it's like large leak rather than a medium leak. Sounds like he's fighting a polar bear in there though. Yep, just gonna crack this off. Let me know when you're on. Yep. Plenty of fluid coming out of it. I'll give it a wee twist around. Yeah, tighten it up, 2 secs. Right, that's it tight, man. Cool. Whoops, sorry door. Both sides bled. Oh, we've got a handbrake. There's a handbrake. Oh my god. Now I can deal with the absolute shit state of affairs that's TXR camber caster plates and just handbrake my way around the track, because that's 2020 skids for you. Sick. As you can tell, I'm quite happy about the outcome of that. That's absolutely amazing. Now just chuck the calipers back on. Such a joyous occasion, actually get into my car and have a working handbrake. It is a bit of a limp wristed position. Obviously before I had the little sort of kick forward. I don't have that now because we'd fucked about with so many handbrakes to try and get one that worked. Now we've got one that works, but it's fine. It's fine. We've got a handbrake that works. The next quest is because the plan is to go skidding on Friday after work from 5 until 8. Just fitting some tasty light bars. I've had these for probably over a year. But yeah, something like that, so that they face out the way. People that put light bars on straight have kind of missed the trick when your car's not driving straight, which is kind of funny. But anyway, so the Grandmaster plan, as thought out by Andy, was that we can just get a wee exhaust clamp and obviously bolt the exhaust clamp down. Andy's just made a wee bracket so that we can bolt the LED light bars to these at an angle. You know, side on they'll be at an angle, so when you're sideways they actually work, they're not straight. I have cut a positive and earth out of my CD player ISO adapter because I'm just trying to make my life really easy. And now we need to find my wee flicky switches. I can show you the black brackets. Tasty. If there's one thing I love is buying connectors from Halfords because they're guaranteed to be absolutely gash. But you've got to work with what you've got. What we have is, sorry, I might finish eating my peanuts and raisins. What we have is one light bar bolted on and half wired in. This needs to be wired into the inside of the car. But we reckon, it's a bit far away for you to see, but do this. Because they're kind of angled, well, the idea wasn't for them to be cantered, but they've worked out like that, and it's actually alright. Because they're kind of cantered over, they're at an angle so that when I'm sideways I'll be able to see, and then they're pointing quite close to the ground so that I'm not just lighting up the sky for no reason. Hopefully they're pointing at where I actually want to see and be going. I'm quite excited for these, so I reckon they're going to be good. I'm not going to run them during the day. I'm not just going to be that guy that's got a Isuzu D-Max and has a big light bar on the front, even though he never goes off-roading. He just has it there with big wheels and a big light bar, and
Might go off-roading though.
might go off-roading. He'll just talk about going off-roading.
You might go.
Oh, I might go off-roading, that's very true. But yeah, your man in the Isuzu with the big light bar that never goes off-roading, he might go off-roading too. I'm not aiming that at anybody, by the way, JP. I'm well happy with that. That is so cool. Like, perfect. Absolutely perfect. You can't see me because it's dark in here, but that is class. Just for, to give you an idea, and back on. Back again for some drift prep for tomorrow. It's getting exciting. My car's absolutely hanging with mud from test driving it around the farm, but I can, both the lights fitted. Yeah. Wiring runs down there somewhere. Had to drill a hole in my dash just to keep it out of the way of the things I need. Wee cable tie, flicky switch, beautiful. Comes on with the ignition. Lovely. Yeah. Obviously they don't look that bright just now because it's daytime. Well, daytime. The lights are on. We turn the lights off. Not bad. Be interesting to see what they're like outside anyway. I think the view on them's pretty good. I just, yeah, they could maybe be slightly brighter. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to check, is if I even had headlights. Oh, I've got side lights. Let's see if I've got full beams. Don't think the 90s candles are going to do very much. Oh no, I've got one full beam. Oh, one full beam works. Headlights. You can't see me, but headlights on. Can't see very much. Let's flick the LEDs on and see what they're like. Yeah, not too bad actually. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is well cool. There's like a perfect line all the way across. Man, that actually works out really well. Yeah, I'm down for that. That's proper cool. I'm hoping that tie can get maybe a wee jet wash on the way up the road, because this thing's absolutely howling and it'd be nice to wash it, especially the glass, so I can actually see